Good morning, Priscilla, and everybody joining us on our green keto journey. It is Friday. It's November the 3rd. And I have to say that I am pretty pleased with how well my 48-hour fast went. Technically it was 47, but, I'm going to count that hour because I didn't think I was actually going to be able to do 47. I didn't even think I was going to go that far. I was hoping, and my goal was 36, and I was like, if I make it 36, that's awesome. And I figured I would eat lunch while I was at work, but once I got to work, something said, look, you can go 48. Why don't you just wait until you get home? And that's what I did. And I will have to tell you that I almost thought about going until this morning, but when I pulled up, my stomach gave me this funny, you need to eat right now. And so I did. So I ate at 8 o'clock. So again, it was 47-hour fast. But I felt really good. I didn't have any issues. It wasn't like I was hungry. I had a mild headache, maybe the first evening. And it wasn't even enough of a headache for me to take anything. So, it subsided fairly easily. So even that wasn't bad. And I can't say yet what benefit that did for me, because I think that's the first time my body has had the opportunity to try to heal itself. So I'm going to see. Like this, I don't recall this being there before. It's vitiligo and they seem to pop up randomly. I don't recall this being that high up. So this will be a good gauge. We'll watch and see what happens to this over the next 90 days to see if it darkens up or if it changes any, because I am going to continue to try to do a 48-hour fast every 2 weeks or so. I think that's what I'm going to put it in. We'll see how I feel. I have not eaten today. I had some bulletproof coffee this morning and I had some coffee this morning and a fat bomb. So they were separate. So technically it was like having bulletproof coffee, even though it wasn't mixed together. And that's all I've had so far. And if you wanted to, I'm really not hungry. I almost want to say I'm still full from what I ate last night. So there's another thing. It's like I had an omelet and some avocado. Because from my understanding, when you eat keto or you've been keto for a while and you do a fast or a prolonged fast as opposed to an intermittent fast, you can break your fast with keto foods, which is going to be high fat, moderate protein, plenty of vegetable carbs. And that's what I had. I had a cup of vegetables in my omelet, more than anything, more than I've ever put in one omelet, and definitely more than the protein I had. So and I use coconut oil, I use a little bacon fat, I use a little bit of olive oil when I was frying it, and I may even put a little butter in the pan. I was making sure I had plenty of fat, because ultimately fat is what you're burning. When you're in keto, you burn your fat. When you're fasting, you burn it even at a higher level. So when you're coming out of the fat, the first thing you eat is the signal to your body to use that as fuel, which is why some people, if they go back to eating carbs after they fasted, their body says, oh, we're going to use carbs as fuel because that's the first thing you've given us. They're going to turn it into sugar, and there goes that process. So for me, who's trying to continue with fat loss, I want my body to continue to burn fat. So the first thing I ate was fat and protein. So those are the major things that it's going to burn. The vegetable carbs are going to cleanse me out. They're fiber, so it's not going to use that the same way. It's going to use the fat first. So we'll see how it goes. I think this is just the beginning, and I will say that when I got on the scale this morning, even after eating yesterday, I was 277.0. So even the scale made a difference, even after me breaking the fast and eating. So we'll see what happens today. I assume that I'm probably going to go back up to probably 278, 279, because that's what happens after you break a fast. You put back on some of the water weight that you may have lost. So we'll see if that happens, or if because we eat keto, it's still allowing me to burn some more of the fat so the weight doesn't come back on. I don't know. We'll see. But I wanted to put that out there so you can see that, yes, you may go down on the scale. However, recall when you break your fast, the possibilities you may go back up a little bit. If you don't, well, then there's a bonus for you. Anyway, today's my off day. I've got to run some errands. That's where I see the glasses. And I will talk to you guys later. As always, please enjoy your journey.